Closer to home, the Tulsa Animal Welfare is making plans for a much-needed expansion. But now, thanks to the pandemic, they're nearly $1 million short of what they need to finish the project. Tonight, the shelter's commissioners got a look at the facility. 2 News Oklahoma's Katie Kelleher followed along and shares what the shelter is hoping for. Katie?
Tulsa Animal Welfare is running into some budget issues for its expansion. It's getting some relief from the city and is now hoping the county will make its expansion dreams come true.
Our facility is inadequate, just bottom line.
The dog kennels are full at Tulsa Animal Welfare as the shelter reaches capacity again.
When they built the shelter, it was mainly built for just a facility where they held animals. People didn't come here really much to adopt. It wasn't real friendly for adoption, but shelters have evolved since that time.
Tulsa Animal Welfare commissioners toured the facility Monday evening. Shelter employees showed why it's needing more room. Tulsa Animal Welfare received $4.7 million as part of this year's city budget for the expansion, but it turned out to not be enough as building costs went up during the pandemic.
With construction costs and material costs rising, we're unable to provide Tulsa with the world-class facility that they need and that the animals require, and that was promised to them.
Tulsa Animal Welfare needed an additional $3.4 million. Interim manager Marshall Freeman says the Tulsa City Council approved $2.5 million of COVID relief funds to go to the shelter, and for the remaining $900,000, they're turning to the county for help. That expansion funding will pay for things such as a new adoption center, more kennel space, and green space for walking trails.
There are a lot of things that we could do better if we had more space. Just the general care of the animals. We won't have to double up on kennels. We'd be able to provide more enrichment to our animals and allow them more freedom outside if we had more space and more staff.
Now, even with that $900,000 deficit, the shelter is planning to meet with design teams soon to figure out what they can do until they hopefully receive those funds. Katie Kelleher, 2 News Oklahoma.